Hello everyone, Duke here with a brand new series for this channel. We are returning to a game that I have done one series so far on this channel, as of the time of recording, which was the Napoleon's Battles mini-series, which I had a great amount of fun with. We did them all on very hard. It was extremely difficult in parts and rewarding. And I thought that was enough Napoleon for a while, moved on, did a few other games. And now I've thought, actually, because it is, overall, in many ways, it is my favourite Total War, just because I absolutely love the historical period. I love the Napoleonic period. And, you know, so this is the only game you're going to get to reenact that. So I thought, yeah, it'd be a good time to do my first proper campaign in it, I think. But I used an art about who I was going to do. I thought Britain I'll probably save for another time. I've done that by far the most in this game. I did it an awful lot as a kid. And I'd happily do it again, but that's... Yeah, I just fancied something a little bit off the beaten track, so to speak. And I'm not going with France either. I'm not doing Napoleon's campaign, as fun as that would be. Russia I'm not going to do because I've done the Medieval 2 campaign as the Rus, and kind of, you know, that would just be kind of a repeat, really. So it's between Prussia and Austria. And between these two, I settled on Austria because I'm a masochist. These are probably the hardest faction to play as, these guys in this game, of the ones that you can choose from. And I'll say that because they start off central, similar to France, I will admit, but France is strong. Austria's not. Austria's not very strong. And I've never actually done a whole campaign as Austria. I truly haven't at all. I never finished one. I'm going to do the historical one, because world domination 60, and that's going to take ages in this game. I'm quite happy to do a historical one. And we've got to capture and hold 25 regions, including the regions shown. So we've got to have our Habsburg, we've got to make Belgium Habsburg again, with Flanders and Wallonia. We've got to occupy the Balkans, and everything that you can see highlighted here. I think, yeah, I liked in this game and in Empire that you could actually see like this, your victory conditions from far. I like this. And I'm going to turn to drop and barrels just in case. But I'm going to put it on very hard, very hard. We'll see how we get on. And if this ends in defeat, it ends in defeat. I truly have no strategy from what I'm going to do with Austria here, having never played them before. I'm hoping that I believe we start allied with Russia at least. Prussia, no. Russia's still neutral at this point. The Ottomans went neutral with it well, but they'll almost certainly want to go toward us. And Britain, I think, is an ally. So I think it will probably be a holding action in the West, build up our economy, and I think we'll likely try and take Italy in the first instance. But anyway, we've got Emperor Francis I is on the throne at the moment. His possessions in the Holy Roman Empire have been largely stripped away yet because of the new Confederation of the Rhine. And he's in a sticky situation, and it's up to us guys to come in and save the day. So let's see how we get on. I'll start the game, let the briefings play and everything like that. I think the advisor likes to start off with a little intro, and then we'll review our situation. Let's get going. Oh, I do love these loading screens, these sort of oil canvas art. The art direction in this game is... Mwah. Absolutely love it.
Napoleon has shown no respect for the sovereignty of the independent Italian states, and is now directly threatening the Habsburg-controlled Italian dominions. Together with Great Britain and Russia, Austria must deal with the little would-be emperor before he brings all Europe under his yoke. While the Royal Navy protects the seas and limits French trade capabilities, Austrian forces must march on treacherous Bavaria and Württemberg and remind them of their loyalties to the Holy Roman Empire. Meanwhile, Russian forces are mobilized and will march west to support you. At the same time, to the north, Prussia grows stronger every day. As they have remained neutral, you cannot know for sure what they plan to do, and must be prepared for any eventuality. Prussia currently holds Silesia, a former Austrian possession, and they may be planning to bring other German-speaking territories under their control.
Right, there we go. Okay, mission issued. Further the restoration. Right, they got to research poverty control laws. Yep, there's always going to be poverty, so we may as well try and control it. Description: in the wake of revolution in France, our nobles and ministers strongly urged us to prevent the breeding of sedition amongst the common subjects, which was surely the cause of such outrageous insolence. Putting them into a place where they can serve their king efficiently will not only keep their minds from rebellion and subversion, but also increase the size of our war coffers. So yeah, I quite like the story-ish missions in this game as well. Lord. Okay, so let's have a little look. How far are we from that? Oh, quite 10 turns away, but we get 2,000 plus 1 to repression in all regions. So that's not to be sniffed at. Repression in this game, for anyone who's new to it or missed my Darth Maul Empire series or anything like that, repression is a big factor in keeping your towns under control. It keeps your people in line. So any free bonuses we get to that is not to be sniffed at. In Empire, when we did our Darth Maul Empire Ottoman campaign, we had multiple windows. We had one for civil, one for military. No, military, industrial, and a philosophical one. But this is all... We still have 3 chains, but it's all on one page. And we've got military in the middle, civil on the left, industrial on the right. And civil's good to do at a snail's pace, kind of, because too much of it, I think... Oh, no, it's not like Empire. Yeah, this... In Empire, that would give you a lot of clamour for reform, but I think it's actually the industrial stuff that does. Military, we want to start doing... Oh, yeah, conscription. Yeah, -2 happiness. There we go. Probably the best, though, because that helps us build barracks, which in turn gets us better troops. So I think that mission doesn't have a time limit on it. We can take as long as it takes. I don't think we start with an awful lot of dollar. Oh, good on, thank you. Okay, let's reduce it down to 7. That helps. Building up a university would help as well. Let's check our ministers. We're an absolute monarchy in this game. So Emperor Francis has free reign over his ministers, which we have here. So we can move them about as we see fit and appoint them and everything like that. And kick as many as we want out. Okay, no... Oh, gosh. Francis. Is it me? Is it just me? Is it just me? Or does he look like Bill Nye? The actor Bill Nye. I've always thought he looked like Bill Nye. And I think Bill Nye would be perfect to play him. Anyway, that's beside the point. Harsh reputation, I think that's good for justice. +1 to management for justice, but... Yeah, so that would make more repression. I think that cancels out the -1 happiness to lower classes. Status quo... No, we don't want that. God, talk about an uninspiring court. Right. They're not bad, they're just... naff. Right, let's put you in. Justice guy is... He's only 25. Oh, he looks rough for 25. That's what this job... He's 21. Blimey. All right. There we go. So that's a bit of... We've got +1 to repression in all regions. And +1 to maximum repression bonus for Town Watch. Okay, good. Here, he's good in the... He's... upright was that? +1... Okay, let's swap these guys around then. He's good from the Treasury, so we'll move him to Treasury. He's good in the Army. He's Navy... Right, shall we roll the dice? Shall we roll the dice on our head? So if we kick him out and fire him, we get a randomly generated one. Nothing. Okay, fine. It's worth a try. Alright, so let's... Yeah, there's so much to do on this first turn. The first turn of like these bigger games like Empire and Napoleon can be so vastly important. It can't really be understated. So we need to come up with a plan. Oh, and by the way, I'm not playing with any mods in this game. I'm trying vanilla for my first campaign on this channel. Trying vanilla. I have played vanilla, but I have edited the script because because of the nature of warfare in this game. I think that we should go for as big as possible units. So I've put the unit multiplier to 2.5, I think it is, which is basically, yeah, it's going to put 400 men in most line infantry units and, you know, tons of men in that. It's going to be cool, guys. Trust me on this. But it does mean that battles will be hectic and quite long. But we only got so much money to play with this time. Ooh, Jean-André Massena. He's an actual marshal from the time. Yes, sir. Oh, Karl von Osterwijk. Yeah, he was also an Austrian general, really good one. So we've got a good general down there too. I'm thinking, because France always become horrendously powerful in this game. Like, horrendously powerful if they're left to their own devices. And I don't think we're strong enough to just go after them or anything just yet. We're at war with Bavaria. I'm wondering... Ooh, hello. Who are you? Ferdinand von Osterwijk Esther. He can make it as well. Excellent. I wonder if we link these two up. Give Bavaria bloody nails and liberate it, because I don't want to occupy it. And that will give us a really nice buff around here. I think that might be an option. And then if we could do that and then try and liberate Milan, give that to the Italians. I might even try liberating all of Italy and giving it to a unified Italy to pump money into us. So one of my favourite things about this game, this is why it's definitely one of my favourite games in the series, can't understate enough why this is a protectorate system in this game. I think the protectorate system in this game was so good and unfortunately was sort of forgotten about in later entries. So how it works, it's very simple in a lot of ways. You liberate a nation. You liberate a faction that, if you want to liberate, for example, a major nation, it has to be either down to its last settlement and you capture it, or it's destroyed and you take its old capital, something like that. Other than that, there are certain regions in the world that if you capture them, you can liberate them and make a small nation, right? And if you take that and liberate it, you can gift it regions. That is what is so good about this game. You can gift regions around, and you can trade them, and that is sorely missing in later games, I think. So I could liberate, for example, let's say I did liberate Italy, and then I could take all of these regions here and give them to Italy, and this protectorates give you a lot of money. They act as buffers. They fight alongside you for the most part. They might betray you. And yeah, it saves you having to manage an extremely broad empire. So yeah, that's why they're really good. I've got another army here as well. We've got quite a few armies. He's wasted up here. I don't think... Good, we're at peace with Dresden. Thank God for that. So, I'm just reviewing the situation. Oh, and another reason why having protectorates is so good, and this is another reason why it's so good, is you could have, like... Well, yeah. So if I took all these victory regions, you know, if I just started expanding, painting the world gold, Austrian gold, I'd start annoying most of Europe. And they're very likely to declare war on me because I'd be seen as an aggressor. I'd be seen as, you know, no better than Napoleon. They'd want to keep the balance of power equal in Europe. But if I do a little bit of the old creative diplomacy and gift regions I take to vassals or protectorates or the like, they'll count towards my victory conditions. Not allies, they have to be protectorates in this game. But they will count towards my victory conditions. And that's what I think we should try and do for the most part. I think we'll try and keep Austria kind of pure, so to speak. We'll keep Austria Austrian. Maybe take the Balkans. The Ottomans will almost certainly declare war on us soon, but they're not too bad. Even though they do actually own mostly cities, which is quite it's a very nice situation to have. But I might try and let Russia deal with them. Because I don't want to annoy our neighbours. The only neighbour who I want to have annoyed at us is France. Because they hate us already. If we can keep everyone else sweet. Trade. One thing I do wish this game had, though, is like how likely they are to accept it, which older games used to have. I could try and demand public schooling. Okay, so they're saying no, fine. How about... trade. If I offer you national debt for public schooling, how about that? Hey, lovely. We've got technology. We like that. The Ottomans. Let's try and get something off them before they inevitably come for us. Press a trade agreement. Okay, we can only offer technology. Maybe we can get some money off them. Let's go high, see what they say. Oh, that was a no. Let's halve it. And... okay. Starting to think no money's going to be good here. Is that 1,000? Okay, take that, fine. You have yourself a deal. Oh, here's something really cool in this game. So if I open negotiations in France, Napoleon, they actually have a portrait of Napoleon in there. Great Britain, that's King George III, Mad King George. He's not, the Regency isn't kicked in yet, so that's doubly correct. This isn't actually, oh no, this is his portrait. This is the portrait of Selim I. Russia, this is Friedrich Wilhelm III, an actual portrait. You get the idea. And that's Alexander I. The only one that doesn't have one is Carlos IV. They didn't actually use his portrait for some reason. And none of the minor nations do. And there's some historical generals in this game. And I can't remember who Austria's is, but I think it's Who is it? I say, who is it? Lists. Is it Johann Osterwijk? It's one of them. One of these guys is our best general. I think it's probably Karl von Osterwijk-Teschen. And he can die in battle as many times as he dies and always comes back. Every faction has that kind of general. So Britain over here has Wellington, the Iron Duke of this channel. And he, as you know, like a unique model and a unique portrait. I don't think we can see it, it's too far away. But if he dies in battle, he only gets wounded. France has Napoleon. Russia, I think, has Kutuzov. Prussia has Blucher. That's right. Prussia has Blucher. We have Osterwijk-Tessen, I think. Right, anyway, I need to do some actual empire building. I've talked about the game plenty, but we need to actually come up with plans. How would you know it? We've actually got the option to get barracks. How's that possible? Oh, right, okay, yeah, it's actually, yeah, if we want to get the next level, we need to get mass mobilization. If we need that, we require a national census. Okay, fine. We've unlocked public schooling, which has unlocked the Court of Justice straight away for us, which is really good. Really good units here in Austria, but I think we'll use them as part of a defense against any Ottoman incursion. Yeah, some decent units across the board here. Transylvania could be in trouble. So militia in Galicia, that's cool. I do think the best thing to do would be to take and liberate Bavaria. They'll give us a nice protectorate here, some money, and a buffer. And it will weaken the Confederation of the Rhine. So I think it's a good plan in many ways. We've got to win the battle, though. It's easier said than done. We should probably upgrade Austria first. Yeah, let's get that. Ordnance. Ooh, yeah, unique building. Heldenplatz. +3 bonus attacks rate in Norwegian, that's good. And enhances national prestige. No. Oh, it's in Norwegians, yeah. So if we build this, everywhere gets a +3% bonus tax rate. That's good. Oh, roads is usually a good idea to build. Yeah. The 19th century has started, and we still haven't built dirt roads. Go us. Who needs roads? Right, that's probably where most of our money is going this time. How much money are we going to make this turn? 915? Sheesh. Alright, well, save the game. Oh yeah, like a year ago I did a Prussia campaign. That was really hard. Okay, right, Austria. Episode 1. Yeah. Right. And how are we going to do this? We've got an army here and an army that can support from behind. I think we'd link them up and just move on. And we can support them with... Oh, it's only militia. It's not great. I don't think this is a great army. We want to do this as soon as possible. They're only going to get stronger. They've got cantonments in there. They can get infantry. This army's not going to move in time to help. What I might do with it, though, is have it move towards here to form an army and sort of a Balkan army. And that's an option that we can consider, of course. Is should we take most of the Ottoman regions, we could liberate them and give them back, and then they'll be our protectorate. It's an option. It's not to say they'd never declare war on us again, but it's certainly an option. Because we're surrounded in ways. As you can see, we're surrounded. We have allies, but we are geographically hemmed in, some might say. So, right, let's do this first. Let's link up these generals. Well, as a decent-ish army. This is going to be a lot of armed citizenry that joins in, but they're not very strong at all. We only have one cannon, but it's a 12-pounder. It's hopefully more than they've got. That should hopefully mean that they come to us. Could support with some militia of our own. I feel like Messina might go after Tyrol. Now, we're in the depths of winter. Weather and seasons and time of year has a massive effect on this game. It's certain places on the map will have a winter attrition. But if Messina goes for Innsbruck right now, he will take a lot of winter attrition. Russia's immune to it. Only nation that is. Oh, are they? I don't know. I never really played as them either. They might be. But we are not. So we have to very much take that into consideration. But replenishment works in this game. You don't pay for it and retrain units. They just retrain on the march. They replenish on the march. And it's affected by things like logistics and supply posts and things like that, and farms. So, let's be bold. We have some good ideas here, which is quite good. Austrian infantry isn't very good in this game, but there is... Ooh, I'm liking this. These are good odds. Oh, 2 cannons. That's bad. Okay. Hopefully discipline will win the day against these armed citizenry. Their stats are comparable in some ways to our infantry. No, they're not. I was looking at these guys. Jaegers are skirmishers. They'll have long range and excellent accuracy, but pants in a fight. About as good as armed citizenry. 1 unit of actual line infantry, and they've got Jaegers. We have more cavalry than them, so we might be able to go around and take out their artillery nice and quick. I am going to save the game. I might even retry it, because I think everything hinges on this. So if I do something really stupid and lose this game, or battle, I'll try again. Hopefully not. I don't want to reload in my series, but in any of my series, but we'll see. I feel like this is about we should win. Militia and everything shouldn't be too bad. Alright, let's give this a go. We could actually continue the siege. It'll take them 5 turns, and they'll almost certainly get reinforced by, yeah, Baden-Württemberg or someone. So, yeah, no, it's better to just go for it. Yeah, we are no longer the protector of the Holy Roman Empire. But we can do our best to get our influence back. Alright. Now, quite often in this game, I find the AI is quite aggressive, even if they have, like, cannon advantage. So, I think, especially with our 12-pounder, I don't know what they've got. They have... Where's that cannon? Ah, here they are. They have a 6-pounder and a 6-pounder. Right, yeah, pretty much the smallest. Obviously, it's not the size of your cannon, it's how you use it. But we will pull back, I think. And then I think from here, we'll still be able to shoot. We can see with this cone our range. Just about. Maybe if we go forward a bit more. Just a teeny bit. I think as long as some of the units in range, they'll start thinking to themselves, we need to get going and start moving towards us. And we want to use our cannon where we can, because canister in this game is so much better than it is in Empire. Like, ridiculously better. Especially with a heavier caliber gun. I've got 2 generals. Some would say overkill. I would say more, please. I will stretch out these guys. I don't really want to fight in the woods. The woods gives the AI an advantage in my experience. That's annoying. And then I have 3 infantry units on this side. I don't want this woods. I don't want it. Right. What we can do though, these guys are excellent at hiding in trees and stuff. We can have them sit in front and skirmish. And we have some cavalry, chevaliers and Uhlans. I think they're both Lancer cavalry. Right, so charge bonus. Yeah, Lancers have amazing charge bonuses, so they'll be excellent sort of shock cavalry. We'll probably want to put them where the infantry is, and we'll put some light cavalry on the flank where cannons will be, so we have a chance of running up and flanking them. Generals, stay back, but be around to provide support, as in moral support. Okay, let's see how we go. No kills. Hooray. Do we have square formation? Yeah, we start off with square formation in this game. You don't in Empire, but you do in this one. Which is everything. They're coming on quite strong here. I wonder if we need to make a square quickly. It doesn't take too long to make a square. So, and we have to remind ourselves that they don't have amazing quality infantry for the most part. So if we take them off bit by bit, we should be okay. Okay, they're deploying their cannons in the city centre, which is... I'm not bothered, but they can do that. With these guys forming a line. Right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, we're not getting any hits today. That's our first kill. Ugh, shock. Sometimes I find you can bait cavalry into an attack if you target them with your cannons. Whoa, what did I just click? Right. F, I clicked F by accident. Do not want them to go into melee run. It didn't work there because they're not in range. So, continue the bombardment. I wonder if moving our cavalry up. They got Chevy Leger as well. Yeah, just fast forward a bit. Nothing's really happening right now. Except for a lot of mobilisation. We are not getting any kills with our 12-pounder. It's quite embarrassing. Especially with them all spread out like this. Ooh, hello. Ding dong. Right, we've got an unguarded cannon. I'm not seeing any Chevy D3 or anything laid down to catch us. Might try and take out their cavalry if it comes in range. See if that sways them to our direction. If not, I'm not going to actually commit them to an attack then. I'll move them about there, because I think the cavalry's coming back to support them. That's a shame. But it is also very correct to do. Ooh, stopped. Alrighty. Okay. We like it. Yeah, try and hit right where their big blobs of men are. Come on. Right. Go get him. They look pretty undefended to me. The more artillery we take out, the more they'll be compelled to attack. Ooh, nothing. That was so close. The artillery's pretty poor in this game. It doesn't really win battles until you get right up close. Oh, some Jaegers. Look at that. That's annoying. We better pull back. Right, they're scattering, so if we assume the best and hope that we're going to win this battle, then we don't need to chase them down because we're in a siege. So I'm going to pull back, because those Jaegers can get supported by them, so I'm not going to engage them, even though engaging light infantry with the cavalry is usually a very good idea in this game. They're too well covered, so I'm not going to do that. Wow, we are really not accurate with our cannon, are we? Feels like we should be getting some really good long shots down their whole unit, but no dice. Yeah, we just keep bouncing over their heads. Oh well. That's about what you can expect from artillery in this game. Alright, this is a lot of armed citizenry over here. That's their line infantry. Pretty cool looking. Right. Let's try and take... If we can take out their cavalry, that will really help our chances. No, they're pulling it back. Not to mention, it'll take out their general. Their general is represented by this star icon. They've designated this their general unit. Ooh, they're starting to get a bit... They're exhausted. That's really good. If they keep exhausting themselves, that will be good for us. Exhausted units are weak units. Really want to take this cavalry unit out. If we can take that out, we'll have so much more mobility on the battlefield. Might be an idea to take them. I feel like cavalry gets reduced effectiveness in towns, though. So if we can get them outside, on the outskirts of this town, I'll definitely engage. Take those Jaegers out. All right, we're not going to hit the cavalry. All right, fine. Fine. Right, let's try taking out these Jaegers, especially before they can form up and get a volley on us. Yep, no kills. Seems to be something wrong with our guns today. Right. Hopefully they'll mop up here quite quickly. We might take a few losses, that's part of the course on any engagement, but I'm hoping that we just cut through. Get them to flee properly. And then we can bring them back. Yeah, I think we've won that engagement. Any luck? Oh, they're standing on top of a hill. This is good. This makes them a bit more of a target for us. Would you stop? Alright, let's try and hit their best unit then. Let's try and hit their line infantry. If we're going to spend our cannon shots, we're going to fire cannon, sorry, we should use them on their best units. There we go, that's a hit. A fight hit. Right, that's the Jaeger's dead. Fantastic, we've got a unit of experience for it. Excellent. Experience makes your units tougher in melee, I think. Alright, let's bring the cavalry back for now. Don't think there's much more to do on that flank. Taking out cannon and a Jaeger unit so far. That unit. So I think we can be pretty pleased. If we could take out the cavalry, that would be so good. But in the meantime, if we can bombard this line infantry unit as much as we can, try and weaken it. We've got to decide where our hammer stroke will fall. It'll probably be over here, I think, where there's not so many trees. They're all kind of grouped together. Talking of, might be a good place to start firing our missiles.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
That's fine, I'm just having them walk back. Ooh, yeah, that kind of worked. Nope, it didn't. Oh, I've never seen such a huge group of men that we just can't hit. There we go. Because what I might do if we do advance is bring up our cannon as well, because it can limber up. It'll be slow, but we'll bring it up with us and fire canister into them. So we've got, notice here, we've got round shot, we've got canister shot. Round shot is good for long distance shooting. Canister shot is for when they get up close and personal. Ah, yeah, got a hit at least on the cavalry. And canister is devastating in close combat, so we do want to bring up our cannons to try and use it. Alright. Another cool aspect of this game is the naval battles, which are probably the best in the entire series. But I doubt we'll see too much of that as the Austrians. We're not going to be a primarily naval force. The only real naval forces in this game, I'd say, are obviously Britain. I'd say Denmark. Possibly, and Spain. Oh, and France. France tend to have quite a lot of naval stuff. And all the naval action takes place basically out in the Atlantic, or in the Channel, on the west coast of the map. You don't really get much anywhere else. Okay, let's keep firing now on the line infantry again. Artillery attack also weakens people's morale. And the best way to reduce morale is take out the general, which I'm trying to do there with whenever the cavalry comes into range. And they're back again. Great. What we can do is be cheeky and sort of fire right in front of them like that and hope that your shots bounce overhead and into them. Yeah, I'm actually going to keep doing that for now. I'm going to start firing this way. So if you do that, it might encourage them not to run behind the line, but that didn't work anyway. Let's just keep trying. Yeah, if we can take this unit out, we'll have all the mobility on this battlefield map because we'll be able to run our cavalry around them and not get chased down, which will be invaluable. So, yeah, this might be a bit of a long battle. I think it's certainly going to be a long battle because I'm going to take my time with it because we are, at the end of the day, outnumbered. Even though we outclass them, we are the smaller army by far. And on very hard difficulty, that's always a problem. Right, we've taken out a lot of their cavalry, though, which is fantastic. Let's keep trying to hurt their line infantry. Look who's come calling back again. They should make up their mind. Yes, we got the general. That is so good. It's even. I prefer killing the general to having the general flee because the general dead is like a permanent effect. So you see, yeah, the general has recently died, and him being dead will always be a problem now for them. So hopefully their armed citizenry, once they come under some real fire, they might get a little bit shaky. Yeah, let's take out this cavalry unit. Come on. The other best way to take out cavalry is to bait them in with an infantry unit and form squares. Squares are pretty good against cavalry. They're not perfect, but they can withstand most cavalry attacks. I remember when I did the Napoleon's Battles mini-series. You know, sometimes the quality of your troops and their cavalry means that, yeah, you formed a square, but you're still getting outclassed by superior cavalry. So it's not always a guaranteed win for the infantry. That's it. Keep taking them out. There we go. Right, that's them off. Hopefully they'll run off before they decide to give it another go. So they're going to run off the edge of the map now that they're white, and but the flashing white icon means that they may come back. If you don't see that banner, like we saw with the Jaegers and the cannons, that means they're gone. They're not coming back. Right, this is really good. We've got... yeah, their cannon's getting a bit shaken now. So, yeah, their morale will be hit by this. No doubt. But where do we hit first? We still have a lot of cavalry to play with. Don't want to risk our generals. These generals are pretty good, so I don't want to risk them as cavalry units. Okay, that's... yeah, it's going to take ages to do it. Cannons. I like to have about 4 cannons in an army. That's my favourite amount. It's never really failed me in the past. Right, let's limber up. So obviously we're firing with 1 here. So we're firing with 4 cannons. So each cannon unit, regardless of unit size in this game, has 4 cannons. Apart from some of Napoleon's, I think gets 6 or 8. They're special. But we just get 4. So if we have 4 units, we'd have 16 cannons. And you imagine 16 cannons firing on 1 unit could be pretty devastating. But especially on a pretty flat ground like this is quite a nice flat land. But we're going to limber up now because I want to get these guys closer, because if we can fire a canister with these guys, that's going to be very fun. So let's bring them up to about here. Bring them a bit more central so they've got more range. Let's bring the infantry up to about there. Feeling a lot more confident now that we have taken out their general. I'm just going to walk it. So far, there's no need to run, no need to exhaust ourselves. And then we'll bring the cavalry up behind. Generals behind that. Our generals are pretty much safe now, as long as we keep an eye on them, because they'll always be able to outrun everything on the battlefield now. Oh, looks like they're swinging their flank around. That could be quite handy. We'll see where they end up. Ooh, they've left that cannon undefended. Nah, we're too far away. That would be quite good to take out, but we're just beating the drum at the moment, moving up. What I might do, I might send my Jaegers to pepper these units. Units look so weird when they march. This game is one of my favourite aesthetically. I think I might have mentioned it earlier. The campaign map is one thing, but the battles are so gorgeous. Yeah, if you look up close at like the unit model faces, they're a bit funny, but the units themselves look good. Their bear skins and their caps and their hats, everything. Yeah, some of the sound effects once you get into combat are so cool. Can't wait to show those. Alright, looks like this flank here is actually properly swinging around. So I might actually get ready just in case. This unit here, I might bring it forward a bit more because the cannons are sort of behind the line. A bit more. Ooh, they're coming on quick. You might want to run. I think they're running. You'll be fine. And yeah, I think that's far enough. Let's try that. But you see that they're already orange? That's fantastic to see. It means that they're not so sure about this whole battle lark. And if we can fire a volley into them with these guys from afar, because they'll have much better range, then that might really wobble them. Oh, nice shots. Right, now pull back again. Keep running. Meanwhile, these guys will be ready to receive them. Ugh. I think I've said it before, maybe in my Daft Mod series, but my preference is actually to have units run by default. I always forget to turn it on, you know, to make units run when I give the orders. I always forget to do that. Oh, that cannon unit is looking very on its own now, over there. But we'll wait a little longer. Alright, good. They're swinging in front of my infantry now. Yeah, they're getting some real professional fire on them now. Right, let's bring them around over here a bit. Let's bring the cavalry up. Okay, they've already got a really good volley there. Killed 12 men already. Very good shooting from the... These are... Oh yeah, because we're playing it very hard, it doesn't matter what unit we face, they're going to have really good accuracy and stuff. Just... We're going to have to get used to that straight away, because that's just the way it goes. Best thing to do usually is just take out a unit with melee. That's on red now, that's good. Might actually be able to do this with gunpowder. I want to do a little bit of melee as well because we don't have enough shots to last this entire battle. Our grenadiers are already they're down 10% now already, which is a bit sad. They're only down, yeah, the proportion is not great. They're down about 25% on that unit, they're about 10. Yeah, we're getting unsteady because these guys are outnumbering them in the vicinity. And technically winning the battle. So, yeah. Grenadiers aren't great in combat, they're more like melee guys, so let's start using them for that. You guys that way. We'll try taking out that cannon unit, now it's on its own. Ooh, we got some horrible losses there charging in. Yeah, maybe this was a bad idea. But I just think in my head grenadiers are really good melee units, so I'm going to try it out. That was the way. Right, good. Yeah, we weren't getting anywhere firing on it. We risked losing this entire grenadier unit to that armed citizen unit. It's going to be hard. Yeah, even an armed citizen unit will give grenadiers and stuff a real run for their money. So Just got to get used to it. That's the game. Alright, get some orangey units here. That's good. Alright, we might have missed our chance to take out that cannon for now. Something tells me they're not going to come to us, really. So, oh well, guys, you don't need to do that. You're just wasting your shots. Right. So I wonder how close we can get before we can actually start using canister. I'd actually kind of like to not fight around this sort of town area, so I might swing the entire line. A bit, sort of this way. I think we'll fight better united. So let's bring everybody over the cannon that way, put on top of the hill. Hopefully that will prove to be a wise move. Probably should make these guys fire well again. I'm just going to walk. Don't want to exhaust the men. Ooh, they're really fun. We might be able to just go all the way around and take out that cannon again. Because the more units we take off the board, you know, bit by bit, the less their morale will go down. It all takes always eats into them because, you know, it reduces the odds for them. So, and it reduces their morale, which might make them flee earlier. Right. It's always hard to tell if they're committing to an attack or just shuffling. It's always hard to tell. Right, let's get this cavalry out. I don't think the Jaegers will be much help anymore. We're getting too close now. Where's the other skirmish machine gun? There it is. Well, I can bring it up nonetheless. Right, yeah, keep going right round them. I'm actually going to park it there. I'm not actually going to commit to an attack yet, because they might come and try and protect it. Yeah, we'll time this. Try and time it. So they've noticed that we're giving up on a stretched flank and are just going all in on a sort of united front over here on the western flank. Our men are a little winded, some of them, but overall they're quite fresh. Have this hill here, hopefully give us a bit of cover. Alright, let's go. I think now's a good time. And take out that unit of artillery. So if you take that unit out, worst comes to worst, this battle doesn't work out, but we can try again and they won't have artillery. So I don't think we saw a engineer's workhouse, which is where you get cannons. Right. I feel so tense, even though, like, you know, our infantry's really good and everything. I still feel like we're kind of biting off more than we can chew here. So I've just got to have faith. Let's move up just a bit on either side, give the cannon some space. Can't actually see where they're going. Yeah, at this range as well, we should be able to get some really devastating cannon volleys as well. Right, that should be the end of these guys. Good. Now let's get them back. There's another unit gone. If I could, I'd like to sort of position on this side of the crest and fire down into them. We'll see. I'm not going to engage with my Jaegers yet, because it might trigger them into some sort of attack action, which I don't want to do yet. I feel like we've got a little bit more deployment to do. Okay. Oh, that's it, guys. Form a line. Very orderly. Oh, imagine if we had our cannons limbered up right now. Just firing onto that mess. Especially if we had canister. My goodness, the devastation. I'm not sure this is canister range just yet. Right, should be able to go through the town now. They'll definitely need a rest after this.
Artillery!
Squeak, 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 squeak. Okay, so we do need to move just a teensy bit more to the left. Let's go that way. And let's move forward a tiny bit. It's about there. Nice. Yeah, coming this way. Right, I think we have quite a good vantage point here. Let's try firing on this huge group of men here. But we might hit the hill, we might not. If not, we'll sort of fire in this area. Okay, so far, so not good. See that scuff mark? That's where we hit the ground. Oh, that was a bit better. Okay, yeah, we're still far away from canister, but not too far. We're not miles away. This unit will be able to start firing soon. Ooh, got a handful of kills. Yeah, not too many kills, but better than nothing. Let's pull back a bit. What's good about them is that they're free kills, because they can't fire back at you, provided you keep an eye on the range. Got one armed citizen unit over there, not complaining, keeps them sort of spread out. Just keeping an eye on our infantry unit range, because we don't want to fire into the backs of our own men here. So it might be time to... I'll try one more volley, and then we'll just run behind. I wonder if these guys can fire canister into them. No, alright. Fire into the line infantry, though. Right. Yeah, well, I think we're pretty much in actual combat range, so I'm going to get these guys back for now. Right. Yeah, they're getting some actual concentrated fire now, which is good, because it's going to hopefully make them waver a little bit. I'm going to get the carry over here. But we're getting nervous as well, because, well, that's very hard difficulty for you. The odds are not in our favour, so we're going to get a bit nervous. We might need to bring the general, actually. Let's bring a general over here and sort of rally everyone. Something they can't do now. Ha ha ha. Might be an idea to just charge in melee. Might as well get a few shots off while they're not firing. Yeah, the general's presence has helped. There we go. Maybe we should just charge it. Let's try it. Just sort of go where we're in, like really surround them. That might be, the combined charge effect might weaken them around. I better get the general up close to keep everyone happy. Yeah, good. That's completely broken that unit. Fantastic stuff. They might commit everyone in sort of a meat grinder now. Yeah, nice. We've got a volley off there. If this works, I'm definitely going to back off. But if we can sort of hammer and anvil it a bit, just keep trying it. Come on, break. Properly. Yes, this is going so well now, guys. Right, let's get this guy back. This infantry unit, I think it's got stuck now. It's going to have to keep fighting in melee. But yeah, we've got it covered here, so it might actually run off and leave it alone. And then if we could actually sort of deploy it like this, turn off that, yeah, that's fantastic stuff. We've just taken out so many units. That's fantastic. And this unit form up here. We can probably get the skirmishers sort of firing this gap here. Let's get you guys to run. Hopefully they can... The annoying thing in this game is that they won't fire until everyone's in formation, unlike the AI, which will fire regardless, which is quite frustrating, and I will comment on it on a few occasions because it will bug me a lot in this campaign. But that is neither here nor is it there. So, as far as a canister, yes! Look at that, that takes out loads of men. We've got it on the line infantry, the best unit to take out with canister. Best thing to do, I find, with canister, fire behind the unit or fire onto this ground in front of them, rather than the actual unit, because the AI is tempted to just fire onto its wings. Alright, let's take this unit out. Come on, let's take as much of them as possible. Cannons reload a bit faster in this game than they do in Empire, which is good in situations like this. Nice. I think now it's too close before we start hitting our own men, so I'm going to stop doing it on that unit, but I'll try another one. These guys, let's keep on there. What's that unit doing? Good. It's not come back yet, so this unit, yeah, let's put you here, put on fire at will. Maybe it all helps. Actually, we might be able to try it one more time there. That's probably behind a hill. Nice, that took a lot of men out. Fast swings, you might say. Alright, getting a bit of friendly fire on our own unit there. I need to swing that up a bit more. This guy's up here, you guys run. Yeah, just let's really try and take out this line infantry unit. If we take that line infantry unit out, it's definitely... Yep, there we go. That's probably the battle now. Well, you know it's very hard difficulty when a single line infantry unit is like the deciding factor. Right. I think we'll just do this now from afar with our shots. Let's up a bit, tidy it up. Yeah, everyone fire into this unit. Let's try firing into that unit. These guys swing round. Right. Excellent, they've just come into our house, made them run. Fantastic. Got a mass route going here. What I might do now, tidy this flank up. So it's not standing in front of the cannons. Yeah, this unit, yep, about there. So we've got that unit coming up. Might not be able to get them here. That hill in the way. Nah, didn't think so. That was more hype than expectation. Could try grenades, but I don't think we're close enough. Not quite. Right, I think they'll hopefully break fairly soon, because the odds are not in their favour anymore. Yep, that unit's off. Great. See how helpful as well it was to take out the general. Right, I think, yeah, for now, it really is just a fast forward action. Yeah, there might be the odd thing here and there I could do now, but overall, this is just the formation we're going to win the battle with. It's better. Right. I can't wait to get some more cannons in our armies, especially if we can get like 12 more 12-pounders or heavier. That'd be fantastic. Right, good, they're off. Nice. A few friendly fire unit things out. I don't think they quite deployed where we wanted them to. I think they bugged out a bit. Good, that's all fleeing, they're all fleeing. That unit's probably going to be a bit stubborn. Maybe we'll have to flank it, because it's mostly full strength. But if we get everyone else to flee, it might make them flee. Yeah, this poor grenadier, you know, has taken a... Oh, it's good. It's off. I thought they were going to fight to the last, but... No. Right, now it's just these two, I think. Just die, will you? That famous V formation. They've formed a wedge now. They're going to try and spear through. Right. Yeah, that's it. Canister, just everything now. That unit's come back. Let's just charge it. Let's sort of keep chasing them by turning around like that. They're concerned because they're fighting cavalry. Good to know. They're off, I think. No, there's always one unit that comes back just in time, isn't there? Right. That's it. I think that's it.
Is soon to be yours.
I can't see any more men. It's all sheet white across the board. There we go. I'm not going to continue because that's a siege battle, because that's it. Heroic victory. Awesome. Oh, what a battle. Right. It's not bad, though. About 15% casualties. Between 10 and 15%. They lost their entire army. So, fantastic. I think we probably got a little bit of experience somewhere. Artillery did, and the cavalry did. And one of our fusiliers. All helps. Right, excellent. So this is where I can show you now what I mean. So we can loot it and get some money, and they'll stay alive and just... Oh, no, we own it. So it will rebel, and then we'll just have the same problem again. So we're not going to do that. Could occupy it, but we'd have to keep our army here for a while to keep popular order under control, and we just traded one frontier for another, or we liberate. Liberation will give rise to a new protectorate in the region, loyal to your nation whilst diplomatic relations are strong. Resources permitting, a force of conscripts will be granted the liberating army on behalf of the new protectorate. Yeah, so it does actually give you some units as well, which you can chuck into that army, and we could probably send it south to help guard Italy. So, or we could press on and try and take Baden-Württemberg. You know, it's all options. So we're going to liberate. What it also means is, yeah, if we stand in a friendly region like this, we actually get a replenishment bonus as well. It's never as good as actually owning it, but it's not bad. So hopefully they'll use this construction site to build an engineer school, and they can build like cavalry and stuff. I'm just going to save the game in case a crash happens. I have been there, and it is not fun. But yeah, we could try marching on Baden-Württemberg. We're only a turn away from being able to do it. It'll be basically the same battle. But if we could liberate that... Because right now I believe they're likely allied, yeah, to France. So we could liberate them. So right now, Bavaria is our... They don't like us, because we were just at war, don't forget. But... we could try trading with them. Hopefully this works straight off the bat. I won't give them any technology in case they decide they don't like us anymore. Let's try and get some money off them. Alright, how about trade at £1,000? Fine. 120 it is. Yeah, drive a hard bargain. Right, Denmark. Yeah, I forgot to trade with the minor nations. Just like an empire, this game has major nations and minor nations. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Goods trade, technology, no, payments. Fine, I'll just take 120. And Portugal, let's trade, technology, no, so I'll just try 2,000. Fine, take 1,500. Mecklenburg, yeah, let's try you. Trade and some money. Yep, seems about the going rate for trade agreements at the moment, about 120. And Sweden, do we want to trade with Sweden? Yes, they're at war with France. Friend of mine. No, friend of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. That's the one I'm looking for. All right, they don't have any tech either, so 500. I'll take that. That's all money. We've actually got a bit of money to spend now. I wonder, yeah, I feel like it would be an idea to go after Württemberg. And the only thing is that it risks putting this army, like, you know, out in the lurch, out near France, when we might actually need them more down here. And it's given us more money. Oh no, trade has given us more money, let's be real. But the protectorates does help. I wonder, can we see Poor treasury income 1,700. You know, I'm trying to see the money we get from our new protectorate. But it's a weird sound. Protectorate. Can we find any information about them? Not really. But it's good nonetheless. That has cleared one route into us from there. And Bavaria is only a stone's throw from Vienna. So we've kept Vienna more secure now. Now we have only one front here. And what I'd like to do is take Milan, if possible. And yeah, liberate most of Italy and have it under Austrian influence. And then we'd have France sort of contained. They will find a way to spread, don't worry. I mean, if worse comes to worse, they'll just expand through Prussia, but they won't declare war on Spain. They're allied to Spain, and that's the way it's going to stay for the entire campaign. They will never declare war on them, and even if you break the alliance, they'll immediately go back again. Trust me, I tried. They're scripted to stay together. And so the other enemy we've got to keep out for is the Ottomans. I don't really want to expand against them too much right now anyway, because we don't want to be seen as an expander right now. We want to be seen as a enemy of Napoleon rather than a glory hunter. So these two, I think, yeah, we'll put them in there. So that's got 2 new units. That's fantastic. That's already turning into a big army. And if it had a couple more cannon units, or maybe even 3 more cannon units, which we actually have some here, but I think I'm probably going to send them to help here. They're only 6-pounders at the moment. We are upgrading the ordnance factory, which will give us 12-pounders, which I'll use. And yeah, put them in the main army there. I think in the next episode, because I'm going to end this very soon, is the decision to make is, do we go after go to Stuttgart and liberate that as well, get another protectorate, or do we now pull that army back, bring it south, and try and liberate northern Italy? So you can see on this map here, this trapezium gets in the way, but this entire region sort of covers the entire area that we walk through, and you can't march to an area that you don't have either military access with or an alliance with, or your own. Actually, not even an alliance. You can be allied with someone. If you don't have military access, you can't go through their land. And if we liberate them, they'll be our ally, not theirs, and they won't be able to just march through it, and that will give us some breathing room. And if we could do the same with Switzerland as well, all the better. So yeah, this is literally just the tip of the iceberg on what we're going to have to do. We haven't even started building up our economy. We've got the incoming Ottoman war, I'm sure, to deal with, and a lot of diplomacy to do, technology to research, so much more to do, guys. Honestly, this is just going to be insane, I reckon. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never done Austria before, but hopefully we'll model through this. Anyway, join me next time, guys, when we continue trying to secure our borders along the Austrian front and prepare for what is, let's all face it, an inevitable war against the Ottomans over in the southeast. So don't miss any of it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.